Hello, welcome to another episode of Crypto Charts. I'm Fausto Botelho, broadcasting from Brazil. We're going to take a look in the S&P and in 40 altcoins and Bitcoin. Shall we? Starting with Bitcoin, I'm going to be showing you the chart here. We, of course, do understand that this upward trend is reversed, has been reversed. And especially with the bull trap that the market finally confirmed in these past 3 days. Actually, last video it was making new highs, but the next day it just didn't go through, and then it broke all-time high again, just to become indefinite in the following days, and then falling and breaking these two support levels, which makes this fall enough to qualify what's happening as a bull trap. And it's a very special bull trap because it just happened in the what I've been calling the mother of all resistance, the resistance of the all-time high of the S&P. So this is very this is very bearish, and reinforces our analysis that the S&P is going to be entering a downward movement, a bear market, which should correct Fibonacci. Shall we see what will happen if it corrects Fibonacci? Right, it will then come, let's draw Fibonacci here, which is right here. I'm sorry, I have to push this up a little bit, and then Fibonacci, if we draw it from bottom to top, we see that it's 1800, the target, and that would mean the market would fall some 38 to 40%. That's if the market holds in the first Fibonacci correction level, but it could easily come to 50% to a 50% retracement situation, in which we could expect it would fall more than 45%. So yeah, this is very bearish, and I reinforce my recommendation. Think seriously about tighten your stop the least, or just liquidate all you have in stocks and wait. If the market breaks the all-time high again, you just enter again, buy it back again. Or but if I'm right, it could change your life. I mean, if you could save some 40% of whatever you invest in stocks, that could be a difference between having a nice time when you're old or not. So, okay, that said, let's go to the crypto world, and let's take a look in the first cryptos, which start organizing. I should have done, I think I've done that all in and daily charts. And here we go, starting with Bitcoin Cash, which had, I thought, given us a important indication, but not anymore. I thought they were breaking this resistance level here after breaking what was a former support level. But they didn't. They just break and re-break and re-enter. So if that turns into a flag or something like that, and the market breaks this level, then we will be seeing a bear trap in this very important support level. That will be bullish. But so far, or maybe if we consider the inverted hammer that we've seen here as of yesterday, actually today, right? Yeah, we're looking at the at August 3rd here. So today, yeah, it's a inverted hammer. Let's see if it keeps like that. I'm talking to you guys. It's 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7 o'clock p.m. Greenwich time, and so let's see what happens. Next one is Bitcoin Gold. Well, just take a look by yourself. Nothing to do. It is going to, well, maybe well, it's in new grounds and nothing to say about that. I'm keeping a good distance away from Bitcoin Gold. Binance, well, it used to outperform Bitcoin, but nowadays it's breaking, confirming it's confirming this accumulation as a continuation pattern, and that makes this whole accumulation as a top, a reversal top. So eventually we could be seeing Binance coin come down to what we could project from here. That would be just turning on the lights here. That would be around here. Yep. That's what this top accumulation projects. Especially, yeah, we could project these two. We could project, let me copy these. Yeah, more or less these, right? This downward trend that we would project from here. So 0.0018, 0.0017, around that, and especially if the market confirms this as being a continuation pattern. I think it is, because it held here in the support and now it's breaking again the support level. So things are not good for Binance coin. Now Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin, it's just going up, as we should imagine it would do after reverting this correction that we had in 2018, and we talked a lot in the channel already. That's a corrective wave. Waves A, impulsive. Wave B as a descending triangle, by definition a corrective wave, and then impulsive wave C. So after that, so far we've had waves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in my opinion, and now the market have broken this resistance trend line. Was, as I've been saying, good enough for you to enter the market. So yeah, Bitcoin it's going up now, and as I've said here many times on the channel, our expectations are that if this upward movement repeats only the upper part of wave 3, then we're heading to $60-some thousand. If we repeat wave 3, we're going to $330,000, and if we repeat wave 1, we're going to 700 and something $1,000. If the market goes to 700, you can imagine how will it be willing to touch the 1 million level. Yes, I am very bullish in Bitcoin. My bias is absolutely bullish, and yes, I think Bitcoin should reach $1 million. Why? Because I think it's going to substitute the dollar as the world currency, and for that it needs to have around $20 trillion of circulating money. So for that, it would have to be quoted at $1 million. $1 million times 20 million Bitcoins that we'll be having by that time would equal $20 trillion, around $20 trillion. That is if we, at that time, will be considering Bitcoin quoted in dollar yet. Maybe Bitcoin will be quoted in some other coin, some other value in gold, maybe Bitcoin in gold. Actually, we're going to take a look in gold too, but that's for the long-term chart of Bitcoin. Now we go to the daily chart of Bitcoin here, in which you can see more clearly waves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you have something bigger. And of course, it has to break all these next resistance levels here. Next one is 11,000, and then we go to 13,000, 14,000. If the market breaks that all, then it's headed, in my opinion, to, well, there's a resistance level at 17,000, and then the big one, which is 20,000. So Bitcoin's the guy going up. You should be in Bitcoin if you're not think of doing, because you know it's under 11,000 yet. Okay, back to the chart here. I'm not showing the chart. Yes, next one is Cardano, ADA. Well, just broke this support, and eventually, my friends, this projects all these downward short-term movement. Another one of these, yeah, and that would bring us to 290 satoshis, which is how we're coding these now. Link, well, Link so far has broken this very important resistance level, then he re-entered and then it broke it again, and so far it has made waves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in my analysis, and now it is correcting a little bit more than before, than the 2 times before, and it just broke this resistance trend line. So having done that, tells me that eventually it might start a new upward impulsive wave. Now for that, to confirm that, we have to follow the hourly chart where it flagged up and now it's eventually what, correcting with an ABC. Yeah, it should hold in this top here, or the least it should hold in this bottom here at 22,500 satoshis. If it does, and if it reverses from here, I think it's a very good option for you to add to your portfolio. Cosmos, well, just broke support. I think it's coming further down, but I see a inverted hammer here. So if we have a reversal today, maybe this market will go up, but you know, very short period of time for us to analyze in technical terms. Dash, well, sorry about that, Dash. You're breaking support. You're probably putting this downward trend again, starting from here. That's the idea. EOS, well, EOS broke this important support level because, you know, I always say in my courses that whenever you're dealing with support and resistance level, you should turn left. Look left. Yeah, that's for you to remember. You have to look left in the chart, because with that, you're going to see other technical events that happen in the same area where you're analyzing. And that may give you the idea, the clear idea, that you're seeing a more or less important level. And it's very important for you to define the importance of your the importance of the level you're analyzing, because it gives you a better context. So reversals, for instance, happening in a support grade, let's say grade 6 is one thing. Happening in a support grade 10 is something else, much more important, and you should consider it more seriously, right? So back to EOS, if we look left, we see that there's other 2 technical events happening in this area. So the market broke it, pulled back, and it's coming down again. So it looks like a pivot, a downward pivot. So things are not good for EOS. It should hold here and maybe produce a double bottom and then break this 50,000 Satoshi resistance level here. Then it will have a chance to go up. Otherwise, it's down, down, down. Ethereum broke this very important support level, and well, it's coming further down. So this is not good. This is not good for Ethereum. And you could see a huge top in here. If we go to the monthly, you can see it better. Let's go to the weekly. Maybe the market may be projecting this height downward from here. So it would probably be testing its all-time low. Back to the daily chart. Yeah, there's a chance. Well, at least 0.015 BTC will be tested as especially if the market confirms breaking the support at 0.02. Next one, IOTA just broke this support, so it's coming further down. It's in new ground already, all-time low, and who knows where it should stop. Away, keeping a distance from IOTA. Litecoin. Well, Litecoin just broke this very important support level and is, what is it doing? Let's take a look, a closer look. Oof, it seems that it just pulled back to that very important support level, now offering resistance. And that, well, that tells me that these next support levels will be tested. First one at 0.007 and second one, well, it's not exactly, well, yes, 0.006, 0.007, 0.006. That's a lot for it to fall. 22 in the first case and 32. Yeah, good potential to lose another 30% of its value. Monero, well, this looks like a continuation pattern that should continue this previous bear trend here. So we're already in all-time low. So I think the market projection would be from here to here, and then we would project that downwards. What have I done here? What have I done? Monero, it's back here. I'm gonna project his from here or from here. 0.006 it's the objective for Monero. NEM, well, just broke. Wow, this is ugly. Everything is going down except Bitcoin. Bitcoin is Bitcoin, as you know. That's how I called my last video. Well, it just broke this all-time low, and it's probably doing another downward trend this size downwards. 500 satoshis is the objective probably for NEM. Sorry, I didn't say that. I was seeing NEM, Shem. Now NEO. Well, NEO at least is still trying. Well, just broke the support here. It's probably testing this next one here, and well, it looks like it's coming further down, definitely. Ripple, well, coming down, Ripple, but didn't break this last support found at 2,800 satoshis, but it surely looks it's going to be testing it again, and who knows, we could consider that as a top too. If we would project that downwards, it would certainly test its all-time low that it's around 1,200 satoshis. Stellar just broke these all-time low. No, not yet. And it's all-time, oh, that's very important. Look left and see how important is this support. That has been broken. Yeah, it is apparently being broken right now, right today. So another downward leg like this here, we should expect something like that. That would take Stellar or Stellar to around 450 satoshis. Next one's Tezos. Tezos was kind of doing good, but interrupted. For instance, we were actually thinking of recommending a long position in it, but not yet. Let's see. It sort of drift up after breaking this resistance level here. So let's see if it pulls back and goes up again, then it will be producing a pivot, a upwards pivot, and should test this next resistance level at 16,500 satoshis over here. These lows here of April, May. But if he re-enters this 12,000 satoshi now support, then, well, then I would consider that as being only an ABC, and the market should continue to go down. Next one is Strong. Just broke this very important support. No, not just, sorry about that. it broke this important support level, sort of flagged up or rectangle below it, and then broke the support level, came down, went up again, and made a sort of a pivot here, and it's coming down. Where to? Maybe, probably another downward leg like this. Yeah, so I would say Trump has yet some 30% to fall. And we're back to Bitcoin Cash and changing to Crypto 2. Now, all charts here, all charts in daily chart, and Eternity just broke all-time low, coming further down. Algor just broke all-time low, coming further down. BAT, oof, BAT, well, that hurt it, because apparently BAT is breaking this very, very important support level. And if it does, it's probably coming down to test its all-time low here. Ooh la la. So it's apparently being broken today, and as I said, you should expect a very big fall of BAT. It projects some 50% plus fall. So anyway, away from BAT. Keeping a good distance away from BAT, right? BitShares, nothing to say. It is coming down. It is respecting this downward trend level, and well, we will have something to see if it gives us an indication. If it can give us an indication that it's going up, but for the moment, it's probably testing this 400 level, 400 satoshis level, support level here. Decred, wow, just broke this all-time low. Yeah, all-time low in important support level. It's probably going further down. Who knows where to? It's sailing in never sailed waters. Ethereum Classic, well, it's going further down, testing this next level here. It's probably breaking that and going further down. No further comments. Engine just broke this support. Was important, this support. Look, as I told you, look left, and here we go. And here, let me pick this pen here, and there we go. Technical event, technical event, technical event, technical event, technical event. So very important support level that is being broken. So we should expect further downward movement. Icon just broke this accumulation. Oof! I've never seen the market so ugly so far. Let me make long. Let me put this. Well, oh, we're seeing something that eventually market. No. We just broke the all-time low. Actually, don't trust me too much, because that's as quoted in Binance. I don't know exactly if there's no further oscillations below. I'll have to check that. But anyway, it looks like it's all-time low, right? And it pulled back and it's coming further down. So maybe if it holds in this former resistance trend line and reverts, and especially if it breaks this resistance here at 110 satoshis, we could then imagine that it was it would have a chance to, even though because if it does so, it would be making this as a probable inverted head and shoulders, right? So keeping an eye in IOS token, and for that, what I do is that I hit Ctrl V here and move it to the tag here. Keeping an eye on cryptos. Yeah, that's it. Next one is Komodo. Komodo, well, testing its all-time low, looking as if it's going to break it. as it has already breaking these the support of the real bodies of these candles here, right? LISC further down and probably testing its all-time low. Nothing further to comment. Gee, Nano. Oh, Nano suffered, didn't it? Yeah, it kind of gave us a indication because it broke this all-time low and then it re-enters that level. And I was kind of foolish because I thought it could go up, especially because I was seeing a upward flag here. But, well, stops after that, right? And we recommended a position and it has been stopped, and that's it. Let's go to the next one. That's it. That's the idea, right? Omais Go. Omais Go just it kicked on its guideline of this downward channel, and well, but now it's testing the low again. It doesn't look like it's going to make us a double top. It looks like it's going to break this level, as all the market is doing. So away from Omais Go. Ontology, it's probably coming to test its all-time low at 8,000 satoshis. Quantum, it's producing what I think is a rectangle below this all-time low here. So it's setting up for bigger falls, I would say, especially because this rectangle is happening right below the former support line. Raven, it's coming further down and testing this next support level at 350 satoshis. Steam, well, Steam is kind of getting out of sight with all this downward movement. Just broke support level, should fall further down. VeChain is testing 50 Satoshi support level. Support, but a small support. It was just this last button here. If it breaks, going further down, who knows where to. Verge just broke support level, coming further down. And Waves just broke support level, coming further down. Well, I think this is it, is it? No, Zcash. Well, Zcash, gee, look at that. Well, who knows where it will stop? 0.006. There's a lot to fall yet. Has room to fall. 0x, it's probably coming further down to test its all-time low. And eternity. So this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. We passed through all these cryptos, and we've seen the S&P, who is really ugly, and it's probably, oh, one thing I want to show you guys is commodities. It's gold. Look at gold. Gold is confirming the analysis that we made, that this was a bottom, inverted head and shoulders, and should project an objective of 1800. And the close of day before yesterday, it's supporting this idea that the gold is coming 25% up. And with gold coming up, it fits with S&P coming down, and his new cousin, the new gold cousin, yeah, Bitcoin, going up again. Okay, thank you for watching. See you next time. Ciao.